Well, Magic Venturers! Yes, I am still here. In this video, where the hell have I been? Let's get into this. So yes, it is I, Nathaniel Gomezian, shopkeeper and proprietor of Gaming Treasure Chest. And yes, I have been gone for what seems like a significant length of time. To be fair, last time I posted was in March, so it's not quite been a full year yet, but I'm glad to be back. I do apologise. Basically, this video I'm going to be explaining where the hell I've been. For those of you who were paying attention would know that I had my daughter in March. And I will admit, I thought it was just going to be I have my daughter, I'll spend a little bit of time, taking care, of that of my wife and such, and then, I'll be able to fall back into this within a couple of weeks. It won't be a problem. Turns out having a baby is a lot more, a lot more involved than what I'm going to shoot myself for this. My daughter's going to kill me for this when she sees this in the future. But, I thought it would be okay. Turns out it's a lot more work than what I thought for me and my wife. Yes, that is majority where I have been for all of this time. To be fair, don't regret it. I love my daughter. She's amazing. Amazing laugh. I bet that all dads say that. But anyway, yeah, so that is where I've been for most of the time. But also, you'll notice we're in a new location. Where the hell are we? Well, that is because where I used to film has kind of now been taken over by a nappy changing station. So we have somewhere to change our daughter when we're downstairs, and that just so happened to be the most convenient place to do it. Obviously, inconvenient for what I do, but as I said, it's for my daughter, so I completely understand. So that is why we are now out here, and this whole thing, this whole setup, I do apologise if you can hear the 3D printers going in the background. That is sadly because it's Christmas time. I've actually had a significant amount of orders, so that's the reason why the machines have got to be on at this moment in time, printing stuff so I can hopefully get these things out to people before Christmas. But yes, that is where this is the new 3D printing studio. I think if you remember, there was a video way back when where I showed the old setup, which was upstairs, but again, that's going to be converted into our daughter's bedroom, and ergo we needed somewhere that was going to be for the 3D printing stuff to go, and to be able to help more manage and run the business side of things on that side. And so that is where this whole room got put together and made from what used to be an old kind of place where they had the quails, so there was cages and stuff for birds and that, and it was a whole big hubbub. I do wish I had taken a picture of how it was when it had all the bird cages and stuff in it, so you could have seen the magnificent transformation that has gone. But I will be doing a video in terms of some of the details of some of the stuff that went into this, the rocky kind of stuff that was made out of polystyrene, that I spent hours carving into it and painting and such. So I will be doing a video on that, but I'll most likely come out in the new year. But yes, it is an amazing setup, and I'm so thankful to my father-in-law for allowing me to have this space on his farm and whatnot. The other thing I'd like to point out is this trophy here, because I don't want people thinking, why the hell has he got a trash? He's got all these other lovely things displayed on this shelf unit and such. Why the hell has he got a trash can kind of thing up here? Well, to give you the story on this is the last place trophy award for this little kind of fantasy football league thing that I do with my friends. To be fair, I don't actually watch a single game of football, don't care for it, but all of my friends do, and they do this fantasy football league every single year, and so of course I'm going to get part of it, even if I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I literally just look at stats, and that's how I choose my players. I know that most people are not going to be interested in this bit, but I just want to explain this, because I do think it's important to explain this trash can thing. So I came bottom. To be fair, this is the first time that I've won this. Admittedly, this trophy got introduced, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember the exact time, because we've been doing this for I don't even know how many years now. I want to say 10, but I'm probably going to be massively incorrect with that. But this is the first time that I've actually won this award, this terrible, terrible, terrible trophy award of proving how much trash I am at the league. And because it is supposed to be a thing of shame and a thing of you don't want this, and to motivate myself into trying to make sure this disappears and is no longer on this shelf at the beginning of next season, I'm going to make sure this is in every video while I have this trophy, because I feel like it's like, you know, it's the thing of like you guys also knowing what's going on with my journey in terms of the fantasy Premier League team of which I'm in. Now, admittedly, as I said, most of you probably do not care. I completely understand that. But for those of you who care about the little personal intricacies and weaves that are part of my life, I thought I'd just include that and let you know that's why that's there. So if anyone ever questions it in the comments below, why is there a trash can kind of trophy thing there? Then hopefully somebody can explain, or I will explain to the people in the comments as well. But that is just a little extra thing that I wanted to put in there to let you guys know that yes, I became bottom of my fantasy league. I plan to not have this trophy at the end of the season. Whether or not that becomes true or not, we will find out. But funnily enough, as somebody who doesn't watch football or care about it, it's surprising how little I have had that trophy in terms of the fact that I most of the time end up mid-table, sometimes near the bottom-ish. Funnily enough, the year before, I think I was third or fourth on like a basis, so I actually sometimes rise highly through the ranks by purely statting. But anyway, do apologise, that's probably bored the hell of a lot of you. But the main thing is, I'm back, and thank you so much for anyone who takes the time to watch these videos. I said I do plan on getting weekly videos out again. I do apologise that I was away for so long, but as I explained, it was mostly to do with the fact that I was looking after my daughter, which, as I said, I don't regret that by any means. It has been a magnificent journey and will continue to be a magnificent journey and adventure. I'm not going to actually put her face, like when I put the picture up earlier on, like, you know, I'm not going to be putting her face on here until she's old enough to decide what she wants to do. But yeah, we plan to go on many, many adventures, and I really hope that she gets into D&D. Obviously, very young at this moment in time to do it. I know, and I don't want to force her either. If she doesn't want to go down that route, that's completely up to her. She can have her own hobbies, her own interests. But as a father, I'm sure there's many D&D fathers out there who, like, if they manage to get their child into their hobby, it's just like, yes! But as I said, I will not force her. It's completely up to her. If she wants to go down this path, then her father will hopefully run many fun stories and whatnot with her and her friends, and hopefully he can step back and they can take over and find a DM of themselves, or out of themselves, whoever decides to finish it. But as I said, we're talking many years in the future. My daughter is only 9 months old, so can't even talk. So that's a completely different thing for the future. But as I said, thank you so much to anyone who watches these videos. I do apologise yet again, as I said, that I've been away. I'm back now. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, puzzles and the like and such, then why not consider subscribing? I know that if this is the first video that you've seen on my channel, you're probably thinking, who the fuck is this arsehole? What the hell is he talking about? But promise you there'll be glory and fun along the way. I do also have Discord down below as well. I do apologise that Discord has basically been dead since I left at March, and I do apologise for that, because I really do want to get that, like, a community alive, kicking, and like people talking about Dungeons and Dragons, maybe finding groups and such. So if that sounds like fun to you, then please consider doing that. And what are you guys doing for Christmas/Critmas? I would love to hear down in the comment section down below if you want to let me know. But anyway, I would plug my store at this point, but at this moment in time I've got a lot of orders going on, and ergo I kind of, and this is not really a real video, so I'm not going to plug the store. Then you can look forward to that in the next video. But thank you so much for watching and for your time. Honestly, anyone who takes the time to watch these videos, it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye.